county line. Dark as the secrets I left behind. Moon hung low on that crooked stream, like a silver knife through a broken dream. Boots full of mud, coat torn thin, carrying scars beneath my skin. The river knew what I had done long before I learned to run. There's an old wood bridge where sinners meet, where gamblers drown and drifters bleed. I stood there still with a whiskey jar, counting sins beneath the stars. Moon over black water, shine on me. Through all the wreckage I can't unsee, Lord, I buried truth in muddy ground and let my soul get dragging down. If mercy moves through this dark tide, pull me back from the other side before the river takes my name. Wash away my fear and shame. The wind cut hard through the cypress trees, like whispered prayers on a dying breeze. I heard my brother's voice again, calling low through the river bend. He said, you can't outrun your past, not with whiskey, gold, or cards. And every word felt sharp and cold, like iron chains around my soul. The church bell rang from the hilltop dark, a lonely sound through the river's heart. And in that toll I felt the truth, the water held what I once knew. Moon over black water, pale and still, watch me kneel against your will. Lord, I've walked these roads half dead, with blood and sorrow where I tread. If grace still waits beyond these waves, lead me out before the grave, before this black tide drags me through. Show me what's left that's true. I poured that whiskey in the stream, watched it fade like a fever dream. Dropped my knife into the flow, let the dark take what I owed. Moon over black water, cold and wide, kept my sins but spared my life. The river ran, the night stayed deep, but peace found me where waters meet. No devil's debt, no outlaw stain could pull me down that dark again. Through dead oak trees, cold as sorrow, sharp as grief. Dust rose up from broken ground. like ghosts still drifting all around. I walked alone through that graveyard path, with dirt on my hands and whiskey glass. Moonlight carved through crooked stone, like judgment calling me back home. There was a grave with no man's name, just weathered wood and rusted chains. That hollow pit I used to know, the place where all my sins still grow. The hollow grave keeps calling me, like a dead carved in memory. Lord, I buried truth beneath my pride, and let the dark live deep inside. If mercy waits beyond this pain, wash me clean like midnight rain, before that hole becomes my bed. Save my soul from the hollow grave. I knelt down low by that empty ground, where all my lies were buried down. A silver ring, a blood-stained card, and letters burned and torn apart. The cold earth held what I once hid, every vow I broke and what I did. The whiskey spilled into the dirt, like pouring out my shame and hurt. Then chapel bells rang through the black, like heaven calling a sinner back. And through the pines the shadows swayed, like all the dead I'd ever made. The hollow grave still calls my name, through every scar and every shame. Lord, I've walked too long with iron chains, through outlaw roads and bitter rain. If grace still shines where lost men crawl, hear me now before I fall, before my bones turn cold and still. Save me from this grave I feel. I dropped my hat beside that cross, counted all that I had lost. The wind stood still, the moon burned white, and I broke apart that endless night. The hollow grave won't hold me now, no curse remains, no broken vow. The moon still hung above that land, but peace returned to these worn hands. No devil's chain, no ghost I knew could drag me back where sorrow grew. Black dust drifted down the trail, past broken fences, rusted nails. The moon hung thin above the pines, like a blade cut through the night. I wore my sins like a weathered coat, with whiskey burning in my throat. That hollow road knew every lie, and every grave I left behind. At the end stood that chapel old, its wooden bones turned dark and cold. A crooked cross against the sky, like judgment waiting in the night. Chapel in the hollow, hear me now. I've bent my back, but I won't bow. Lord, I've dragged these chains too far through blackened fields and outlaw scars. If there's mercy in the midnight rain, wash these hands of blood and pain before the dark comes calling home. Don't leave me in this hollow alone. Inside the walls the candles shook, dust on the floor, an open book. My fingers traced those sacred lines like searching truth I'd left behind. I spoke the names I couldn't save, the ones now sleeping in their graves. The cards I played, the debts I made, the crooked roads where I betrayed. Then through the cracks the cold wind cried, like all my ghosts were standing by. And every bell out in the dark struck like thunder in my heart. Chapel in the hollow, hear me now. I've bent my back, but I won't bow. Lord, I've dragged these chains too far through blackened fields and outlaw scars. If there's mercy in the midnight rain, wash these hands of blood and pain before the dark comes calling home. Don't leave me in this hollow alone. I dropped my gun upon the floor, didn't want that life no more. The candle flame burned tall and still, like heaven watched from on the hill. Chapel in the hollow, cold and deep, held the vows I couldn't keep. The moon burned pale through broken glass and lit the shadows of my past. No devil's chain, no outlaw name could drag me back through sin again. Dust rolled slow through the graveyard gate, like old regrets I couldn't shake. Moonlight hung on crooked pine and cast long shadows over time. My coat was torn, my hat set low, boot heels dragging through the cold dirt road. In my hand, a letter burned from all the lessons never learned. The town slept deep behind locked doors while I counted sins and old lost wars. Each step I took felt hard and thin, like walking back through where I'd been. Mercy in the dust, can you hear me now? A broken man with a heavy vow. Lord, I've chased dark roads and bitter gold, and left my heart out in the cold. If grace still breathes through midnight wind, pull me back where light begins. Before this grave takes all I've known, don't leave me in this dust alone. I reached the chapel by the hill. Candles flickered, the air stood still. The Bible lay where dust had grown, like truth that waited all alone. I read the words with trembling hands about forgiveness and promised lands, but every line cut deep like knives through all my wasted, crooked life. Outside the bells rang slow and low, like ghosts of all I used to know. And in that sound I heard the weight of every wound and twist of fate. Mercy in the dust, fall on me like rain on dead and broken trees. Lord, I've worn this shame like rusted steel, and every scar still cuts me deep. If mercy still can find this man, take these sins from these worn hands before the dark drags me below. Lead me where the lost souls go. I burned that letter at the cross, watched old pain turn into loss. The smoke rose up through moonlit skies, like all my truths and all my lies. Mercy in the dust, cold and near, was the only thing I felt that year. The moon stayed high, the night stayed black, but peace came drifting slowly back. No grave, no sin, no blood I bled could chain me to the life I led. Dust blew hard through the chapel cracks, carried old sins and brought them back. Moonlight hung on splintered wood, like faded grace where I once stood. My coat was torn, my boots were stained from whiskey spills and outlaw games. A pocket watch had long gone dead, like all the vows inside my chest. The altar stood in candle smoke beneath the weight of prayers once spoke. I laid my Bible on that stone, like bringing home what I had known. Ashes by the altar, cold and gray, like all the debts I couldn't pay. Lord, I've carried fire in my veins and dragged my soul through dust and pain. If mercy still can reach this far, past broken hearts and barroom scars, before the dark pulls me below, let these ashes be all I owe. I heard the wind through hollow pines, like whispered hymns from buried time. Each splintered pew held ghostly stains of broken vows and sacred names. I spoke out loud of all my crimes, the crooked deals, the wasted nights, the blood I spilled, the trust I burned, and every lesson never learned. The church bell rang through midnight black, like judgment knocking at my back. And in the flame I saw my past turn into smoke and drift at last. Ashes by the altar, black as rain, falling soft through all my shame. Lord, I've worn this guilt like iron rust, till all I touched turned back to dust. If grace still lives inside these walls, hear my voice when darkness calls. Before my bones are claimed by stone, don't leave this sinner here alone. I burn the letters, burn the lies, watch them fade before my eyes. The candles show, the shadows dance, like heaven gave one final chance. Ashes by the altar, drifting low, like all the pain I used to know. The moon still burned above the land, but peace fell soft on these worn hands. No grave, no ghost, no outlaw sin could pull me to that dark again. Black dirt clung to my worn-out boots by the graveyard gate where the dead sleep loose. Moonlight hung on crooked stones, and cold wind whispered through the bones. I brought a bottle and a rusted spade to dig through sins I never laid. The preacher said, boy, leave it be, but ghosts still kept on calling me. I knelt beside my brother's grave, the same one I was too late to save. My hands were stained from years gone by, and I still heard his final cry. Graveyard confession under blackened skies, telling my truth where the silence lies. Lord, I buried more than flesh and bone. I buried pieces of my soul alone. If mercy walks where the dead men sleep, come find the promises I couldn't keep before the dark drags me below. Hear this graveyard confession. The whiskey burned like bitter blame as I carved his old forgotten name. A coyote cried out through the hills, and everything around stood still. I spoke of blood, of stolen nights, of polka debts and outlaw fights, of every lie I wore like skin, and every road that led to sin. The chapel bell rang through the dark like iron striking at my heart, and from the shadows by the pines I swore I saw those haunted eyes. Graveyard confession in the dead of night, begging the Lord to make it right. Lord, I carried guilt like iron chains through dust storms, whiskey and endless pain. If grace still waits for men like me, lost where the blind can never see, before my breath turns cold as stone, take this graveyard confession. I dropped that bottle in the dirt, watched it break beside the earth, then bowed my head beneath the cross, counting all that I had lost. No thunder rolled, no angel sang, just church bells crying through the rain. Graveyard confession, blood and dust laying down pride, fear and rust. The moon still hung, the night stayed black, but I felt peace come drifting back. No grave, no ghost, no past untold could keep me buried in the cold. Heavy as the sins I hide, dust drifted through the broken street, like ghosts that followed every step. The saloon was shut, the lamps burned low, moonlight cut through window smoke. My boots kept dragging through the mud, still stained dark with borrowed blood. There's a bounty on the man I was, pinned up high where the old boards rot. A younger face beneath that hat, a soul long gone, now wanted back. Cold iron prayer in my shaking hand. Lord, I'm tired of this cursed land. I've chased revenge through endless black, but all it did was drag me back. If mercy still can hear my voice, show me there's another choice before this trigger takes my breath. Save me from this walk with death. Down the jailhouse wall the names were carved, of thieves and drifters left in dark. I knew them all, drank with their ghosts, shared cheap whiskey and empty toasts. My brother's grave beyond the ridge still waits beneath that broken bridge. He died for debts I should have paid, and now his shadow calls my name. The chapel bell rang low and deep, like something waking from my sleep. And through the dark I heard the sound of chains still dragging on the ground. Cold iron prayer under moonlit skies. Lord, I'm worn from all these lies. I carried hate like loaded steel, till nothing beneath felt real. If grace still waits where sinners kneel, break this rage I always feel before my hands are stained again. Pull me from this life of sin. I lay that pistol on the altar wood, where my mama said I always should. The candles bent, the shadows swayed, and all my anger slowly gave. Cold iron prayer, now set aside. No blood remains for me to hide. The moon stayed high, the night stayed long, but somehow I knew where I belong. No iron weight, no outlaw name could pull me back to hell again. Dust lay thick on the Bible spine, in that old shack down the county line. Moonlight slipped through the broken boards, like heaven knocking at my door. My hand still shook from the cards I played, from whiskey debts and graves I made. A rusted lamp burned faint and low, like the last bit of hope I'd ever ever known. Outside, the wind dragged through the plains, rattling fences like iron chains, and every creak in the timber frame sounded like someone calling my name. Dust on the Bible, blood on my hands, a broken man on cursed land. Lord, I've wandered far from grace, with sin and sorrow on my face. If mercy still can find me here, past all these years of pain and fear, lift this burden from my soul before the darkness takes me whole. I turn those pages one by one, like counting wounds I could now run. Words my mama used to read back when I still knew what I believed. Her voice came back through the midnight air, soft like prayer, sharp like despair. She said, son, the road ain't done till the Lord decides you're run. Then outside the chapel bell rang slow, though miles away through dust and stone. And in that sound I felt the weight of every sin and twist of fate. Dust on the Bible, tears in the dark, a cold dead fire, a fading spark. Lord, I've carried hate too long, and every step's been leading wrong. If grace still waits beyond my shame, call me back and speak my name before I'm buried by my past. Save this soul at last. I dropped that bottle on the floor. Didn't need its burn no more. The glass broke hard like all my lies, and silence filled the hollow night. Dust on the Bible, washed by tears. After all these wasted years, the moon still burned above the land, but peace came down through these warm hands.